Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Sun the Sea, the low bias monthly for October. Trading games. Hooah! Hooah indeed. Alright, we're at... So, last time, we had a pretty decent haul, but we still have to go and find Port Cecil. Cecil. Whatever you want to pronounce it. Okay, apparently it did not save after I got my gun, so let's get my... Right, this one? Yep, definitely. Hell Thrasher. Hell Thrasher! And we will sell the crappy gun for 10. And we'll sell the spider silk. We'll keep the parabola linen. Yeah, I think I'll get a... Oh, let's bring you in. Let's get a couple of supplies. And a fuel. Okay, and then we'll fill up the rest with mushroom wine, which we will drop off on the way, and away we go. And I guess I will meet you at you know, no, we'll do this one because let's see what's over here first, and then we'll go up to Gator's Morn. Well, maybe I'll meet you at Demio Island. Alright, we are back. Let's get a port report. Yeah, everything's more expensive here, so let's not do anything there. And... oh, is there anything up here? There might not be, because Pigmoat Island is over here. Gator's Morn is up there. There might actually not be anything special there. I'll take a quick look. If there is, I'll bring us back on, but if not, I'll just meet you at Gator's Morn. Hello. So I found a pirate frigate and killed it, so we got supplies, fuel, and a crate of human souls. But yeah, so that area that when we were running away from the big angler crab on the way to the salt lions, that was called the Labyrinth of Eels. Oops. And I just wasted that fuel we just got. not want to do that. Alright. I will see you at Gator's Morn. And we're here. So let us sell the wine. I cannot sell the souls because I actually have a legitimate crate. Let us gather intelligence. And I got a port report. Yay! Sure, let's explore again. And we'll eat some prawns, which loses 2 terror. Great. Alright, let us head eastwards. Let's see. 1, yeah, nothing there. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm pretty sure it said that Port Cecil is northeast, which means it's probably here past Polythreme. So let's stop at Godfall. Actually, no, we'll sweep down to Polythreme, try and find Port Cecil, hit Godfall on the way back, go up to Frostfound to get some extra supplies, and then Salt Mines. That is how we shall do it. And we... yeah, okay. Ugh, gosh. God dang it. I need to move the full power button away from F so that way I don't waste the fuel. Does it actually cost a full fuel anymore? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It used to. I'm gonna leave the light on just so we can clear out some of the blackness. So I think last time we were discussing how, yeah, there's 6 horizontal, like 6 columns, and I think there are, I think there's 6 rows as well. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think there might be 6 as well. So there's 36 total locations. Now, we've already established that on the north coast there's always one that is just the Ragged Crow lighthouse, which is totally useless. However, what we did not establish is that there's also like 2 other areas on the southern half that will be useless as well. But one of those 2 actually is random, where it could be one of 2 different useless areas, where one of them is way more interesting than the other. So we're gonna hope, oh right, I forgot that the Khanate is like right there. So we're gonna hope that we get the better of the 2, because it's always fun to see that, assuming we even survive that long. You know, I keep saying a lot of things that I want to do, but there's always a good chance that we're gonna die long before I get a chance to do it. I got really close to winning last time I played, so I'm trying to be optimistic, but that was also an account that I was able to carry things over from previous lives, which do not have this time around, so I might be doomed. Alright, we'll accept some claymen, and we'll gather some intelligence. We can always drop the claymen if we need to, but it's, you know, free money because they don't cost anything to pick up. And I think I'll still be able to get 20. Okay, so that's a bit cleaned up now. Alright, so let's see if we see Port Cecil out this way. If I need to, I'll stop at Mount Palmerston to get some extra fuel, because it's cheap there. Now, very frequently there is a creature that is like roaming around the dock of Port Cecil. So Port Cecil, Cecil. I think I usually call it Port Cecil. So hopefully it won't be there. No really good hints as to what area we've entered, but I'll know it if I see it. Oh. Burning blue. A hiss of horror from the lookout. A glint lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light. Even as you watch, the blue fades, but it's not a good omen. Spin them a story. Ah, now any lover knows that a blue light means... or attempt to calm them, which I have enough hearts to probably be able to do it, so I'll just attempt to calm them. I failed anyway. Oh well. Hello? Okay, here we go. We've got some land. But I don't think this is... No, this is not the right one. Well, I mean, we'll stop here. You see, it's pretty cool. What is that? A rat barge. Oh, no, the rat barge wants to attack us. Alright, well, we'll go to Nuncio. Do not return, sender. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in uniforms of postmen. An enormous crown statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rats' eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tides. So let's get a report. There's the statue in the middle of the island. That's hard to miss. There's the way everyone wears a uniform and the way they call each other by ranks in a postal service. There's the way the port authorities refer to regulations. There's the jargon, the curious habit of referring to any used-up thing as cancelled, as though the whole world were made of stamps. You write about vestigial bureaucracy and about trappings of order retained far from home. Alright, we'll go to the Postmaster's Tavern. The Inky Blotter, it's called. The sign doesn't look like much. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. Lit by two roaring fires, one at either end of the room, the bartender is in postman's uniform, like almost all the patrons. A noseless postal inspector called Blunt, Thomas, delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks the firewood. So, listen in on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about the fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. Many what you can get for a penny stamp. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstance. Letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open, the servants they bribed, the delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salary just to get rid of one more packet. It's hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of the mail or the recipients. Stands to reason if the message was a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person, reflects the hairless postwoman. And I now have a newcomer, ex-nuncio, cultivating friendships with the postman. That's why local currency consists of rats. 2 strings of rats for a pint of ale, 3 strings for wine, 5 for the tolerable brandy under the bar. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly, or maybe it's just the lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying the things around, you get into the habit, she says. Then she tells you that if you stay out late enough, you'll see some of the postmen making a procession to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like Yuletide decorations, in prayer to an ancient deity of this place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you'd guess this is a story they often tell to newcomers. Now I've gotten rank 2. Ask the hairless postman why she's hairless. Faux pas. No, she says. Kurt, not pleased you asked. Still had eyebrows when I came to Nuncio. The postman at the next bench diverts you, speaks in a low voice. Lots of people find habits when they can't deliver the post anymore. This one has a plucking habit. Best learn not to notice. You glance up. The hairless postwoman is still glaring at you. Oh, we lost a rank. Ask about the big statue. Oh, that? It's all of us, isn't it? Sort of the spirit of the island. Most of them don't seem troubled for more of an explanation than that, though the hairless postwoman tells you it didn't always look like a fallen London postman at all. that it used to have a different face and a more old-fashioned outfit. Ask how they occupy themselves all day. Big building, center of town, hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. So occurrence, your nuncio, worker in dead letters, quality is now 1, invited to serve. And I'm a level 3 newcomer now. Let's go check out this dead letter office. Try a shift at the dead letter office. Actually, let's explore along the beach. Shifty going. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but keep your balance. So I can collect material for the dead letter office. I can argue with the man holding a broom. Oh, let's see. Every lap of the waves drags some new letters in the parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them as far as you can see in the blackness carried by a powerful current. It doesn't say anything about this broom person, but okay. Argue the man holding a broom. Assist the man holding a broom. Rescue a ticking parcel. Have your Ratus Faber look at the ticking parcel. But I don't have a Ratus Faber assistant. Alright, let's collect some material for the dead letter office. This is where all flotsam belongs, so it can be sorted. Will of its own. You make your way along the shore of the big sack. Many of the envelopes are too damp to read. Their addresses permanently lost, but a surprising number are still legible. There are also parcels, here and there, a crate, a message in a wine bottle, a sealed cask that is bobbed up out of a shipwreck. Your sack ought to get heavy with all these contents, but it pulls upward and away, straining inland toward the dead letter office, like an unmanageable dog. Cool. Sure, let's go. Let's find a ticking parcel. Tick, tick, tick. Inside layers and layers of wadded cotton an elegant anniversary clock. Gilded ratwork gears under a glass dome. Sapphired face, scintillac embellished hands, designed to run for a year and a day before stopping. Most likely a wedding gift. The winding key is not included. An oversight? Or is this a wedding gift from someone who did not expect the marriage to last? Whatever the giver's intention, it hardly matters now. Even without its key, the clockworks and jewels will fetch a nice price. And I now have an outlandish artifact. We could study the currents. Sure. And we failed. Oh, but nothing bad seems to be happening. There we go, we succeeded. But it still doesn't actually do anything, so whatever. Back to the docks. Let's try a shift at the dead letter office. Extensive tour. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office. A small collection room where those retrieving letters may state their business. A much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted. A dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine manned ratted by a postal rat, a Ratus Faber in pin-striped hat. It shovels sludge damp letters into a machine hopper and they come out dried, cleaned, pressed, and sorted into slots by size and quality and paper. So I think a Ratus Faber specifically is like a sentient type of rat that, you know, stands up and whatever. Commercial postal rat. How do you get into this line of work? Cultish. The postal rat has a pair of spectacles on and is re-lettering the front of the water-damaged envelope, working over the original letters with a tiny brush and ink pot. The repairs are likely to take most of the afternoon. I like to think of myself as being in the resurrection business, he says, stopping to look at you seriously for a minute. Where circumstances permit, taking the dead letters and making them alive again. Doesn't often work, but when it does, a miracle. Feed undeliverable letters into the sorting machine. After 52 categories, after prolonged worrying, the machine begins to distribute 7 invitations edged in gilt into the correspondence of the aristocracy slot, 2 oversized parcels, probably containing books, into the books tray, 1 stamped bronze tablet that drops with a clang into the bin marked First City. The postal rat watches all this with an air of satisfaction. You've lost 1 dead post, and I'm now a level 3 experienced shift worker. Apparently there is a back room that I can take a look at if I had something awaiting me, but I don't. So I will end my shift, and I will just leave. Is there any shops? Oh, there is a shop, but but still pretty expensive, so we'll ignore it. Alright, where are we? Okay, crap. I was really hoping Port Cecil would be here. Or Cecil. God damn, I can't even say it consistently. Alright, let's kill this rat barge if they're going to cause me trouble. Yeah, get sucked into the vortex. Ow. I don't know what happens if he goes all the way into the vortex, so I'm just gonna let him go. I feel like if Port Cecil wasn't there, it has to be the next one down. Nope, that's the Sea of Lilies. Well, crap. Where the hell is Port Cecil then? It's not up here. I know it's here. That's the horizon. Irem. And it's definitely not an East Coast thing. Crap. This is... yeah, okay. We'll stop quickly in the Sea of Lilies. We'll stop at the prison. I think I can get a port report there, and then we'll start heading back along the coast, or back along the north, because I really don't want to run out of fuel out here. Ah, there's a shark. Really big, scary shark. Where? This thing is always in the way. There's the prison. Particularly something bound shark. Alright, so we'll stop here, and then we'll head north again. Wisdom. Nupmit built this place as a prison for the Khanate. Now it answers only to its governor, and its governor answers to no one. So hand over a prisoner. Oh no, we'll pay you, the unctuous fellow. Okay, so if we have prisoners, we can bring them here. We can exchange secrets for a prisoner, which requires a searing enigma. I can compile a port report, which I will. Ships from the Khanate are most common, but you see Chelenite vessels, polythreme triremes with chained and sulky unfinished men, corsairs disposing of their miscreants, even one furtive Iremi skiff. The wardens pay them well for their prisoners. What else? What else? So I could try to ransom or rescue a prisoner, but let's not do that. Do they have a store? They do, but it's just as expensive as the other ones. Alright, let's see. I just quickly send out a bat just in case. Is it really close? No. Sea of Lilies in the southwest. So that means I haven't actually gotten the label for it. So I'll just quickly go around this way and get the label. Man, now I really wonder where Port Cecil is. There it is. Come on, bat. Anything interesting? Nope. Okay. Crap. Yeah, I don't think Nuncio's near Port Cecil, so it's probably like here, even though it said northeast. Right? I think it's at northeast. I don't think I'm crazy. Somewhere northeast of London. Yeah. Prinzell's a coral, which I mean, it's really recognizable. But it's definitely not an East Coast location. It wouldn't be here. It's not here. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's northeast. Yeah, it wouldn't be here, wouldn't be here, wouldn't be here. Okay, well, we'll just head on north and stop at Mount Palmerston next. Or maybe I'll stop at Godfall just to get one more port report, because that will have a lot of fuel next run. That's the thing, is you want to stop at as many ports as you can when you take a trip, so you can get as much free fuel as you can. Because then all you have to do is spend money on supplies. And I think the best place to get to buy supplies is actually on the south coast, but we haven't gone that way yet. Oh gosh, I think that's... okay, there's just a little bit of lilies. Alright. I will see you when we are at Godfall, because I don't think... I'm not going to go over here. So, yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, we're here. So quickly in Godfall, we'll just get the port report. I don't think there's anything else we want to do. Yeah, we didn't bring 5 things of wine. I probably should at some point, but eh. Okay, now we'll head up to Mount Palmerston. I'll meet you there. And we made it. Let us get some more fuel. Buy 1 thing of supplies. I think that should be enough. I do feel like this is important for something, but I don't remember what. And while we're here, let's go up to the crater and visit the Wistful Devilis. Almost there, looking down and see... okay, whatever. A hesitant request. Do you happen to have a crate of souls for me? No, I'm not going to eat them. We don't eat souls, usually. I'm not clear how the story got around. Well, I actually do have a crate of human souls. Or I could give her my soul. Yeah, let's just give her the crate of souls. The devil lifts the lid of the crate. This light from the souls within illuminate her face. She stares at them for a long moment, then tears begin to roll silently down her face. Thank you, she says. I've missed them so. One of her tears lands on the wood of the crate, which begins to smoke. Let me tell you something very special. She whispers in your ear. Her breath smells like hot stone. But you should go now. Thank you. Come back soon. So I gained a secret, lost the crate of souls. But, you know, probably made her happy. Get a port. I have 1 of 5. If I can get 4 more, I mean, I can always buy them if I need to, but I'd rather not. And I'll get a pretty awesome first officer. Okay. Let us... we'll just go around this way. Oop. And I think I will meet you at Frostbound. And here we are. So, Frostbound. Let's take tea with the squatters again. And then I get 1 extra supply, 1 extra fuel, lose 10 terror, which is always useful. Get the port report. And, yep, there are no shops here, so off we go to the salt lines. There's something down there. Looks like there's some sort of lighthouse. See if it's named. It's part of the Corsair's Forest. I think I've already seen that island. So, nope. Don't care. Just head west. I'll leave the light on so I don't get too much terror. And so we can clear out some of this more blackness. And I think I'll meet you down at the salt lines. And we're here. So, get a port report. Plenty of hold space, right? Yep. So, grab some Sphinx Stone. And let's visit the Unmakers. Lose 5 terror. Yay! Okay. So, we are going to just hit up Hunter's Keep and Fallen London. I don't think I want to head out to Venderbite. So I'll just meet you in Fallen London because, I mean, Hunter's Keep is just going to be a port report. So, see you there. Oh, never mind. Tears. This might be because I have lots of terror. I don't know. Your tears. Your cheeks are wet. You think for a moment that it's sweat, then the sorrow hits you like a falling stalactite. You are weeping. You double over, inconsolable. Control yourself. Stifle your sobs. What is this? Why the sorrow? Weep. Give yourself over to it. You know what? Real man knows how to cry. Real weep. Gained 1 treasure, but gained a fragment. Your crew watch in alarm as you collapse to the boards, tears bursting from your eyes. Your body is racked with sobs. It passes as suddenly as it started, but your thoughts are stained dark with unlikely grief. Oh well. Alright. See you in London, unless something else interesting happens. Okay, we are back. And of course, no angry cops waiting for me this time. Breath of relief, so back down to 50 terror, and I've gotten nightmare strength. Yeah, so I might suffer nightmares at some point. Collect messages. Of course, the blind bruiser wants to see me again. Someone wants to sign on for evening. There he is. And he wants me to go get something for him. Sure. From Polythreme. Fine, I know where that is. I'll be in that area. We'll go to here. Drop off some port reports. Oops. Nuncio's a new one. I think that... Ooh. We have too much fuel. Crap. Damn it. It was dumb. Alright, let's go to London and deliver my Sphinx Stone. Now let's get the rest of that fuel. I should have done that first. Wisdom, Salt Lions, Demio's Gate. Okay. Let's carouse. Lost 5 terror, lost 10 echo, gained some recent news. Oh, there we go. This is what I was looking for. Trouble and romance. That night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with either a likely lass or a dapper chap or someone whose name you do not recall afterwards. I'm going to... You can only pick one of the two, the lass or the chap. I think the someone whose name you don't recall just effectively gives up on both of them. I'll take the lass. She typically claims to be a spy. Whatever she is, she's easy to like, and when the evening ends, you're still together. The next morning, she gives you a pewter locket. As you reach for it, she grips it briefly in her fist. "Don't you dare forget me," she says. I lost 3 terror, and now I have the locket. Deliver the clay men. Good. So that is the first step towards getting an heir, which is one of the goals for the game. So I can get the genial magician. So sure, let's get the magician. So let's see, I have 2,000, including the 1,000 I need for getting the crate of, what's it called, souls. So I could upgrade my house, but then I'll have no money at all. So I don't think I will. What do you need again? You want... Right, you want Scintillac or hunting trophies. Hunting trophies I can get by killing various sea creatures, like some of the scarier ones. I could use a better engine, though. I do want this one, the 5,000 Echo one, which I cannot afford. Yeah, definitely can't get that. Don't want to get that. And this is only 200 better, not really worth it. 2,000, 2,500, and yeah, 3,500. This is definitely the one I want. And lights. Did I ever end up buying like the cheap one? No. Alright, well, let's get some food, because we obviously need some. They want me to go to Polythreme, so I guess I'll grab a whole bunch of mushroom wine, and I really want to get one of these. I just don't remember where to get them. I'll be very happy if I find one, though. What was that again? Suppression. Oh, right, you won't explode. Alright, let's get some wine. And we'll head out again. I mean, I'm going to stop at Gator's Morn. I might do the Demio Island again just because it's not that far out of the way. I'll do Gator's Morn, Polythreme, and I suppose we could just meet in Polythreme. Part of me is tempted to try some of these other areas, but we'll meet you. I'll meet you guys in Polythreme. Oh, so I apparently got nightmares. I had a nightmare about a vast eye. It knows you. You cannot evade its gaze. A black, unsleeping taste. Again and again you are alone on the wide black sea. The eye is aware. Your nightmare will come upon from time to time, inspiring terror. Gain restful nights at your lodgings to help you resist it. If you defeat it, you may gain a secret. So it's actually somewhat good to get nightmares if you can fight them. You are causing me too much damage. I do not like it. Oh god, I'm one hit away from dying. And that's that. Perhaps you remember, and you'll be remembered in song. Slip beneath the waves. Yeah, no more sleep. Your memoirs, quality of lodging, quality is gone. Your first captain has died. Don't worry, these things happen. Explore boldly with your next captain. Choose a legacy to preserve something of your next captain. So, yeah. Damn. I was on my way to Pigmoat Island because I think they can repair, because I totally forgot to repair while I was in London, and that's why I died. But on the bright side, now we can look at this. So, when you die, find out when you die and all that. So these are the legacies that are things that will give you more stuff in the your next playthrough. So if you have an ironclad will, then your next character will start off with which you need an upgraded house for. You'll start with the upgraded house and get any heirlooms that you have there. These are special items that you can find by completing special objectives, and I was actually trying to get, I think, Manual of Miracles, because I think that's the one of, yeah, while forgotten, find one who's forgotten. I think that's if you are, if you stay a stranger and complete a specific mission, then that'll happen. And they give you these stats immediately, as well as providing you a 25 for your next character. And then, of course, you can get the item again with your next character, so that you get the 25 plus the additional 25. It's kind of awesome. Scion, that's if you have a kid, which is why I was hoping to get hitched with that lady. And then this is new. I don't know what the admiration of her heart. Behold her ladyship. So that's a new. That's a new thing that wasn't there before. And what Scion does is actually lets you. So normally you can get one of these things. If you're a Scion, you can get two of them. So a rival lets you keep 50% of your iron if it's better than if you have at least more than 50. I mean, if you have less than 50, which I think all my stats were less than 50, none of these really matter for the stats. But you get to keep a weapon, so I could potentially start with the Health Thrasher, and I don't have to worry about spending the 900 to get one next time. This one, you can start with 50% of your money, which in this case would be 800 because I had the ridiculous extra money from that guy. And I would have mirrors. Salvager is the same, but it's with veils. Shipmate lets you keep one of your officers, so you don't have to spend to find them. In fact, this is probably the only way you can get both the Albino Tinkerer and the Guinea Pig. But honestly, I don't think that one's as worth it, because it's, I mean, unless you have one of the upgraded officers and you don't want to have to try and get them again, Shipmate's probably not worth it. And then Correspondent lets you keep your map, and you get 50% of your pages. Now, I don't like getting Correspondent because if you have the map, you don't get fragments for discovering places. So I generally do not go for Correspondent. So if I do create a new character, I'll probably do Rival, just so that way I can keep this expensive gun, because that's 900 while this was only 800. So while starting with 800 would be nice, starting with a 900 gun is better. And then if I can get Scion, I'll probably try to do Rival and Shipmate, so if I can get an upgraded Shipmate. But for now, I'll take the inherited weapon. Yes. And this starts me anew, so I can take a path through Thin Shadows. And effectively, I'm starting over. So that, I think for now, that will end this Let's Play. Because it was a number of videos, and there's no need to do a second one. But who knows? Maybe in the future I will do another one of these. Though it probably won't be in the near future because I'm about to have a baby, and that's probably going to make it a lot harder to record. So, until then, folks, toodaloo. I'm playing a game!